God says, do not be afraid, but do not ignore this message either. Something has just happened in the unseen that heaven could not keep silent about. There is a presence that does not belong near you. A stranger was caught outside your house, not just in the physical but in the spiritual realm. They were watching, lurking, trying to understand how to get close, but what they didn't know is that the Lord your God has already surrounded your home with a divine perimeter of fire. Angels have been dispatched. Archangel Michael himself stood between them and your threshold, and they were caught. They were trying to do harm, trying to interfere, trying to plant something dangerous in your energy, your peace, and even your household. But God has intervened. You need to know right now that this is serious, not for fear, but for clarity. This stranger was not just any ordinary person. Their intentions were hidden under layers of charm and false innocence. They did not want to see you rise. They did not want your family to prosper. They were sent, manipulated, influenced, or possibly even hired, to bring disruption. But God saw it all. From the moment they set foot near your gate, the wind shifted. Heaven recorded their intent before their feet touched the earth near your home. And God, in His infinite mercy and mighty power, took immediate action. This is your wake-up call. This is your divine alert. The enemy has tried before. They have whispered through people close to you. They have stirred confusion inside your home. They have tried to use stress, arguments, unexpected delays, and emotional warfare to wear you down. But this is different. This time they tried to bring it closer, to your literal space, your sacred place. God says you must hear this: nothing will happen to you. Nothing will touch your soul. Nothing will destroy what He has covered. The stranger may have approached, but they were stopped. They were caught before the harm was done. And this is why you must lift your hands in praise right now. Because God exposed the threat before it turned into a tragedy. Rest assured, you are safe. But safety in the physical is only part of it. You must also be spiritually awake. Heaven is not silent anymore. There are prayers you must start praying again. There are spiritual doors that must be sealed. There are soul ties that must be broken. Someone in your past is trying to reconnect to your life through a back door, through people, energy, or events. But you have been set apart. You do not belong to fear. You do not belong to the shadows. You are a child of the light. The enemy can no longer roam freely around you. That time is over. This is the season of divine exposure. That stranger who tried to hide in the natural is already known by name in heaven. God has identified every motive, every lie, every plan. Even if they smiled at others and pretended to be harmless, their spirit betrayed them before God. They have now been marked, not by man, but by divine justice. You are not to retaliate. You are not to act in anger. You are not to curse them. The battle belongs to the Lord. Archangel Michael has written the report. The swords of the angels are drawn, not to spill blood, but to protect you, to preserve you, to war in the spirit where you cannot see. This moment is your confirmation. You felt something was off. You sensed something strange. You saw things moving or heard unexplained sounds. You had a dream, or a sudden fear, or an unshakable feeling in your spirit. That was not paranoia. That was discernment. That was the Holy Spirit waking you up to danger. That was your angel trying to warn you. God never leaves His children in the dark. He whispers before He shouts. And now He is shouting, because the time is critical. Do not be alarmed by the urgency, but be attentive. You must now anoint your space. Speak God's name in every room. Place your faith visibly in your home. It doesn't matter if others mock you. You are not protecting a building, you are protecting a calling. God is doing something mighty in your life, and every assignment of the enemy is ultimately about disrupting your destiny. The attack on your home is about distracting you from the next divine door about to open. But God has decided you will not be moved. You will be established. You will walk in the promises, untouched. Heaven is clearing the atmosphere around you. You may begin to notice people suddenly leaving your life. Do not chase them. They are connected to the energy of the stranger. There are conversations you will overhear that expose motives. Pay attention. God will speak through signs, numbers, dreams, accidental meetings, delays that protect you from unseen accidents. You will find yourself dodging harm by mere minutes, and it is not coincidence, it is protection. You are not being punished. You are being protected. God is not angry with you. He is shielding you. There is a difference. And in this moment, He says, "Be still and know that I am God. I, the Lord, have caught the intruder. I, the Lord, have restrained the plan. I, the Lord, have kept your family under my wing. Do not let fear creep in. Pray boldly now. Speak life. Say, God is my refuge, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper." Yes, there is an enemy. Yes, someone tried to harm you. But heaven says, they failed. They failed because they did not realize how powerful your covering is. You are not alone. You are not vulnerable. You are not weak. Even in your worst moments, you were never out of my reach. Even when you cried alone, my angels were on guard. Even when you didn't feel my presence, I was still fighting battles on your behalf. This season requires spiritual clarity. Look deeper into people's spirits. Don't just listen to their words, observe their energy. Some carry jealousy like a silent disease. Some wear friendliness like a mask. But God is about to unmask them all. And the stranger who appeared recently is only one of many who were watching from afar. But I have shut their eyes. They can no longer spy on you in the spirit. They can no longer influence others against you. I am placing an invisibility cloak around your plans. The enemy cannot see where I am leading you next. I, the Lord, am about to elevate you. That is why the attacks increased. That is why things seemed off. That is why old memories, old fears, old wounds started resurfacing. The enemy always acts up before promotion. But they came too close. And now the hand of justice is moving. You may hear of someone facing unexpected loss, exposure, or misfortune. It will be the reflection of their attempt to touch what I have covered. You must now rise in prayer. Set your spiritual authority in place. Speak to the atmosphere around you. Command peace into your home. Declare that your family is safe. Every night, whisper your child's name, your parent's name, your loved one's name to me. I am protecting them. I am walking through your hallway. I am lighting up the dark corners. I am sending peace into your rooms. No weapon will form again with success. You are to walk forward boldly. Do not delay your plans. The attack was meant to slow you down, but now that you know the truth, move faster. Accelerate toward your goals. Sign the papers. Apply for the opportunity. Launch the vision. The enemy came to delay the mission, but my hand has cleared the way. Archangel Michael is guarding every step. You will see my fingerprints on every detail. And you must also forgive. Do not carry hate toward the one who approached your home. They do not know who you truly are in the spirit. Forgiveness is not weakness, it's the sword that cuts spiritual chains. Your power comes from your love. That is why the enemy trembles when you speak my name. Because love breaks curses. Love purifies rooms. Love stops the cycles that were passed down. You are breaking generational pain. That is why the enemy sent someone to your home. To keep the curse alive. But you have been chosen to end it. It ends with you. The anger. The poverty. The delay. The betrayal. The cycles of sabotage. They stop now. And they stop because you are awake. And now that you know the truth, nothing can stop the breakthrough that is coming next. Speak my name out loud now. Let it ring through your home. Let every hidden force hear it. Let every trapped energy be released. Let every anxious thought dissolve. I am God, and I dwell in your home. You are mine, and I will never let you fall. Even when you think you've failed, I see only courage. Even when you doubt, I remain faithful. Even when you give up on yourself, I hold on tighter. This message reached you because heaven insisted you hear it. This is not paranoia. This is prophecy. You are in the final stages of a spiritual shift. Things are about to get lighter. Opportunities are about to multiply. Dreams are about to become real. Do not be distracted by the noise. Focus on me. I will lead you through the fire, untouched. And finally, know this: you are not in danger, you are in transition. The stranger came to intimidate, but they failed. Now rise. Trust me. Pray with fire. Praise with confidence. And walk boldly into the destiny that even the enemy could not stop. I am with you. I am for you. And I will never leave you, not even for a second. God says, my beloved, there is something I must urgently reveal to you now, something that has been kept hidden in the shadow of your days, something not even the winds dared to whisper in your ear until this moment. I have been watching over you, counting your tears, measuring your pain, and walking beside you in silence even when you thought you were utterly alone. And now, as the clock ticks toward the hour of revelation, I must tell you something your heart may tremble to hear but your soul already suspects: a stranger was caught outside your house. They were not there by accident, not by chance. No, my child, they were there with intention, with a dark plan soaked in envy, deceit, and spiritual warfare. They were standing beneath the very window where you've cried your silent prayers. They watched, and they waited. But I, the Lord your God, who neither slumbers nor sleeps, I saw it all. I dispatched my angels the moment danger took a step toward your door. Archangel Michael stood guard at your threshold, sword drawn, flame bright, and blocked the hands of destruction from touching you or your family. This was not just a break-in attempt. This was not just an intruder in the night. This was a spiritual assault against your destiny, sent from forces who have long envied your anointing, long desired to delay what I have ordained. You see, this stranger had been manipulated, used as a pawn by dark entities, by spirits of confusion and calamity. They were sent to bring fear, to disrupt your peace, to create chaos in your home, to shatter the atmosphere I have been carefully restoring for you. But my eyes caught them. My justice intercepted them. My mercy shielded you. They were caught, physically, spiritually, and the evidence against them is written clearly before my throne. There was a meeting in the heavens about you. There was discussion and deliberation. The angels brought forth your name with reverence and love. I, the Alpha and Omega, gave the command: protect this one at all costs. This child of mine has already walked through fire, has already stood in the middle of storms. They shall not be harmed again. My child, you must understand, this incident is not just a warning, it is a sign. A sign that the enemy is furious because your breakthrough is near. You are on the edge of something massive. The favor that's about to flood your life has already begun to stir the forces of darkness into panic. They see what's coming even before you do. They sense the crown being lowered to your head. They smell the scent of victory about to descend. They hear the shift in the spiritual realm where chains are breaking, doors are opening, and angels are being dispatched in large numbers for your cause. This stranger, though they had a human face, was carrying a spiritual assignment, one of delay, derailment, and destruction. But they failed. And now, not only have they been stopped, but I am reversing every weapon they attempted to form. I am sending confusion into their camp. I am scattering their allies. I am dismantling every structure built against you. I am causing the very pit they dug for you to become the place of their own downfall. You must know that this is not the end, it is the beginning. The exposure of this threat is divine proof that I have heard your cries. I have answered prayers you forgot you even prayed. The enemy has been unmasked. The plots have been dismantled. And now I am setting things in order. You asked me to protect your family, and I did. You asked me to give you peace, and I sent angels of calm into your home. You asked me to show you who was against you, and I let the stranger be caught before they could do harm, caught so that you would know your God is not distant. I am involved. I am active. I am near. But now, hear me clearly. Because this is only the first wave of exposure. I am about to show you more. I will begin to reveal names, faces, conversations held in secret, motives that were cloaked in kindness but were never from me. There are others, people you thought were safe, whose masks will fall off in the light of my truth. Do not be afraid when this happens. Do not run. Do not despair. For what I am doing is divine purification. I am preparing your circle for where I am taking you next. There can be no shadow in your midst. There can be no hidden dagger in your company. The place I am taking you to, this next level of blessing, favor, influence, and wealth, demands purity of heart and clarity of companionship. So I am cleaning house. Spiritually, emotionally, relationally. I am removing what you didn't even know was dangerous. I am taking away who you didn't even realize was sent as a distraction. This is a holy operation. And I am calling you now into full cooperation with me. When I nudge you to cut ties, do not delay. When I place unrest in your spirit about someone, do not ignore it. When I bring the truth to light, do not defend what I am trying to remove. Trust me. You asked me to protect your house, and I am doing it. But I am not just protecting it from physical harm, I am protecting it from spiritual invasion, from emotional sabotage, from relational instability, from ancestral curses trying to re-enter through new faces. The stranger outside your house was only the beginning. There were others lurking in the spirit. Jealous hearts, silent haters, manipulative pretenders. And now I am calling a halt to all of it. I am placing a wall of fire around your home. A spiritual surveillance has been activated. Every demonic blueprint against your address is being set ablaze. Every shadow of sabotage has been commanded to leave. They will no longer operate unnoticed. I am calling your household into divine alignment. Your home will be a sanctuary. Peace shall reign there. Laughter will return. Health will improve. Sleep will deepen. Nightmares will cease. The atmosphere is shifting. Angels are walking through your halls. The presence of the Lord is filling your rooms. Your family, too, will begin to feel this change. Arguments will settle. Old tensions will dissolve. Love will be restored. Children will feel safer. Spouses will reconnect. I am healing what the enemy tried to fracture. Because you matter to me. Because your legacy matters to me. Because your obedience has reached the heavens. Because your prayers, even the broken ones whispered in exhaustion, carried power in my courts. I need you to stay alert now. Spiritually alert. This is a season of revelation. Keep your spirit open. Be vigilant, not afraid. I am with you. I am showing you dreams for a reason. I am putting names in your spirit for a reason. I am drawing you away from certain voices for a reason. Follow my lead. The stranger that was caught? They were a warning, yes, but also a reminder. That even when you don't see what's going on, I do. That even when danger tries to disguise itself, I tear the veil. That even when enemies smile, I hear their internal curses, and I cancel them. You are protected because I have called you my own. Do not think it strange when people begin to leave your life in this season. I am shaking things that can be shaken. I am removing the fake alliances. I am shifting your circle. This is for your protection. This is for your elevation. I am not just saving you from harm, I am setting you up for glory. I am opening doors no man can shut. I am creating new opportunities, new streams of provision, new relationships rooted in me. I am restoring your name. I am rebuilding your trust. I am reigniting your passion. You will walk into a new season with new strength. The storm has passed. The enemy has been caught. The plot has failed. And now, the promise begins. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. The battle was mine all along, and I have already won it for you.